Today I'm making rose buns. Think cinnamon buns but with a rose filling. Since we're moving into July and the end of the blooming season, this will probably be my last rose-related video for this year, so I hope you like this one. The ingredients are 500 grams of flour, 120 grams of sugar, 130 grams of vegan butter, 250 milliliters of rice or oat milk, 1 teaspoon of yeast, some salt, 2 teaspoons of vanilla essence, and, of course, food-safe rose petals, about 1 to 2 handfuls. This recipe also requires a mortar and pestle. If you don't have one of those, a blender or kitchen machine will do just fine. In a small pot on low heat, warm up the milk and butter until it melts. Make sure it doesn't get too hot though. Now get out your favorite large bowl and add the flour and half the sugar. Make a little well in the flour for the yeast to sit in. Now pour the milk in. The warm milk will activate the yeast. Give things about 20 minutes to get going. Now comes the fun part, or at least I really like it, grinding up the rose petals. Keep going until your petals turn into a paste. Depending on your petals and the might of your biceps, this may take a while. To pass the time, why not imagine you're the town witch working on a spell to make the local lord of the manor disappear mysteriously, freeing the local serfs and allowing townsfolk to live in peace and harmony forevermore. Or, whatever your mental cinema comes up with. If the rose petals are very fresh, there will be some extra liquid, rose water essentially. Add that to the dough for extra fragrance and flavor. Stir your ingredients into a dough and leave it to rest in a warm place for around an hour. Back to the rose filling. Add the rest of the sugar and vanilla essence and stir it up. Leave it to sit until your dough is ready. The sugar will dissolve by the time we're ready for the next step. Okay, I'm gonna need some elbow room. Prepare your favorite dough rolling out surface and dust it with flour. Knead the dough until it is slightly springy to the touch. If you find it sticks to your hand, add a dusting of flour. Or a few drops of oil on your hand will really help the situation. Roll out the dough until it is an even ½ centimeter thickness and a rectangular or, a slight suggestion of a rectangular shape. Spread the filling evenly, taking special care to cover the edges. And roll that baby up. There is gonna be some spillage. Try to avoid it as best you can, but it'll happen. Get out a baking dish and prepare it with some butter and flour to avoid sticking later. Cut the dough roll into pieces 3 to 4 centimeters wide and place them cut side up into the dish. give it another 20 minutes to rest. This recipe really isn't any more work than my other ones, but the resting will stretch the time out. If you're making these for an occasion, you can make them the day before, because they keep really well. Bake at 180 degrees Celsius for 40 minutes. Doesn't that look pretty? These rolls go really well with coffee or tea, but if you're looking for a cool drink for summer, may I suggest rose lemon water. Tastes delicious and it looks very decorative on the table. In these corona times, visiting friends and family might not be possible, but we can make things nice for us in the virus-free comfort of our home. Move the buns into a nice dish. Hopefully more gracefully than me. I mean, what am I doing? Use the nice tablecloth. Pick up some flowers if you can. Treat yourself well. The initial shock of corona and social distancing has worn off a little. That doesn't mean it doesn't still affect our mental well-being. So do something nice for yourself today. Drink some water, get some exercise, read Marx, and then treat yourself to a nice rose bun. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, why not subscribe?